Welcome to Craft That by Cat. This is Cat, and I thought I'd share something that I tried out recently, and it seems to be working really well. We all get junk mail from time to time, and to be honest, we probably get way more than we need. But what if we could turn this into something useful for our mini universe? We can turn old scrap junk mail into ancient parchment paper. At least make it look like that. So stay with me and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. In the meantime, why don't you give me a like? Hopefully you'll like this video. Subscribe below, and please give that bell a ring-a-ding. Okay? Now, on to what you're really wanting to see. So, it's going to go from this, and all the junk mail looking crap, into coffee, and you can also use tea as well, and it's going to end up like this. Yes. And it's very, very simple and easy. So, you're going to take your junk mail, find a large, solid white piece, and you're going to tear it. Doesn't have to be in a straight line. You just want to get as large of a piece as you can. Now we're not going to want these green triangles on here, of course, but this is still going to work. Now I have an experiment I'm going to do. I have ripped this piece off, and I'm wondering how it's going to do with the aging, because this is ink printed on there. I'm wondering if it's going to run or if it's just going to stay put and just be transformed into an old looking same document. So we're going to try it. Doesn't look like it's running. And yes, I'm actually holding the camera instead of letting the tripod do the work. We'll have another piece under there, but we're going to get this one out. Well, the ink didn't run, so that's a good thing. So if it's already pre-printed, it looks like you can actually do it. But I think if you printed it with your own printer, it would probably run though. I think it has to be like commercially printed. And then we can put this over here to dry. Yep. It doesn't look like it ran at all. Very cool. Nice to know. So if you find a map already printed on something, a piece of paper, you can age it, depending on what kind of ink. and what kind of paper. So here's some of mine drying. I have one more in here, and I'm going to leave it in here a little while. It's my big one, just to see how dark I can get it with the regular coffee that hasn't been boiled down. So after some more movie magic and internet magic, we're going to have everything done. Alright, I've left this one in coffee all night long. It's gotten a little darker, and here's what the other ones look like. And here's what the original looked like. So you can see a little bit of aging. So these are just minor older papers. And then this one, when it dries, should be a little bit older. And then those are more ancient. Now I'm going to take this out. Yes, I'm using the chopstick method. Now you can lay it out flat, or if you want it to be more crumpled, then you can always wad it up more so when it dries, it'll dry that way. Or if you want to make little small tears and holes to make it even more damaged, you can. At this point, it would be a lot easier than later. You can also dip the stick into the coffee and add extra around the edges. Or something I forgot to mention before is that if you want it to look like it's been in a fire or really damaged, then as you're ripping them and before you dunk them, you can take a lighter, only with adult supervision of course, and sear the edges like this one. And then you'll end up with this hard, crusty edge. But it does make for interesting texture. And I did this one as well. Just be forewarned, it can break off. And then, like over here, you'll see little pieces. So, we'll come back in a little bit and see how this one looks as dry. So, see you in a bit. Well, this is the end of our experiment. As you can see, here is how all of them started. This is the comparison of just dipping it and letting it dry in regular coffee. This is if you let it go overnight. As you can see, it's a little bit darker. You can even bring that up. And then these are the ones that are concentrated, and even using a lighter to singe the edges. So it's really dark. So that's the experiment. Hope you got some useful information out of it. Hope you have a great day and great week. This is Kat from Craft That by Kat. Hope you come back and visit. Toodaloo!